Unmute. All right. Hello and welcome. Episode 2 of Shiny Hunting. If you recall last time we caught a shiny Dratini. So shiny hunt has been successful so far. The goal here is we are building a pink team. All pink mons. We've got a few already. Goal today, lofty goal, but hopefully we can catch shiny Vaporeon or Eevee. Either or, because we can evolve Eevee into Vaporeon. Either one would be great, but that's the goal. To start off, I think I do need to find some 5-star raids and collect some sandwich making ingredients to help boost those shiny odds. Otherwise, we might be here for a while. So what we're gonna do is we gotta find a Terra raid that's 5 stars that I feel like I have a reasonable chance of succeeding without any help, because the computers don't help you all that much, unfortunately. Yeah, so where are we? We're up here. Alright, let's take a look at this fire one. See if we can't find a 5-star raid in short order. Where am I headed? South? South. So there are methods that I have learned about recently for shiny hunting, and they include manipulating your time, like the Nintendo clock on your Switch. I mean, it's a method. I don't know if I'm gonna quite jump to time manipulation yet. The idea is that you manipulate the time and then it can trigger a mass outbreak of the Eevee, which mass outbreaks are easier to shiny hunt. Oh, hey, look at that. 5-star right off the bat. Fire Terra Flapple. So, in theory, water should be doing me good. I wonder if I have a water type strong enough. What else is ground is also super effective. Tyranitar could be a good choice, I think. I just don't know that I have a water type that's going to be effective. Let me pull up my type chart again to reference. Okay, if we're rocking a fire, we need to have water, ground, or rock. Ground, oh, well, I guess Tyranitar is the choice, as he is ground and rock. So, alright. Let's see what Tyranitar can do. I love the Switch. It's such a fast and powerful console. Now, hopefully, in theory, they still have dragon type attacks. And I'm gonna hope that that's not gonna do me in. But yeah, everything is super effective. We love that. So let's just hit him hard. Or we can miss. That's... Ugh. Alright, let's try again. Oh, but it's... That's not gonna work, is it? Because it's gonna have levitate. Won't it? Oh, never mind. Earthquake will work, but it won't do much damage. That's not a good sign. As you can see, the teammates, I don't know that they're truly helping all that much. The paralyze does help. That's for darn sure. Okay, rock types are better. My rock slide was way better. Probably because I think you get a... I don't know if you get a bonus, but I know that rock slide hits harder when it... Well, when it hits. But also when you're only hitting a single target, since rock slide can target multiple. What would also be helpful is if, well, one, if I could hit. But I have also found out recently that a Pokemon being burned actually like halves its physical attack. I didn't know that until recently, which is crazy. Like, I would have definitely been abusing that much earlier in my life if I had known that burning somebody would have done more than just chip damage and it halved their attack. Like, I wouldn't have thought Will-O-Wisp would have been such a dumb move. But you live and learn, and I feel like I've learned a lot recently about Pokemon. Oh my gosh. And yet I still feel like I know nothing at all. Like, there's so much to, especially competitive battles. Just, whew. Oh dear. Okay. Now, trying to remember, is my Tyranitar Terra Ground or Terra Rock? I have a feeling that it's Terra Ground. Which means Earthquake should, in theory, be the more effective move, except for the fact that it was not effective at all. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah. Not ideal. Well, so that's not going to do it. That's... I mean, we can give it another rock slide, but we're not going to touch it in time. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Well. Let's look and see what other options I have. I feel like my Tyranitar is horrendously move-setted. Like, I feel like there's probably way better moves to have for this Tyranitar. I just have not played around with it to find out. Let's look at the boxes and see if I have any options that may possibly be level 50 is not going to do it. I know I have a Vaporeon somewhere, but I feel like that's just not gonna cut it. Especially since I think my Vaporeon's probably only gonna be level 50. I don't know why I'm searching this way when I have a search. And I keep pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. 42. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Okay. So instead, I think we go when we find a different Terra raid, which we can go south to an electric. Ideally, we'd want to find like a dragon one, because I have a really bulky Mew that's a fairy type that will absolutely crush a dragon 5-star raid. Is that another fire? Wait a minute. Okay, so there was 2 fires. This way. Okay. Yeah. I also love that Annihilape has just like little floaty bits. Like bits of hair just floating away. Off in space. I also thought it was wild that you had to evolve to Annihilape by using a specific move a certain amount of times. That seemed weird to me. Hey look, it's a Gimmighoul. Yeah, 4-star. Shoot. Alright, let's look. Hey, there's a dragon one right here. What are the odds? Could we be so lucky? Yep. My guess is no. No. Shoot. Alright. What else do we have? What else? Fairy. Not gonna help much. Oh, there's another dragon one right there. Let's see. I built this Mew back when there was like 6-star Terra raids for the Dialga and Palkia event. And yeah, I built that Mew specifically for Dragon Counter. So we can get lucky enough for a 5-star dragon. Yeah, boy. Alright, where's my Mew at? There he is. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So now I gotta remember there's some setup that you do, and then you can hit hard. These fairy types are kind of sweet. Like, they're really powerful, which you wouldn't expect. But they were like added specifically to counter the uber powerful dragons. These dragons were like super dominant. I believe I hit a nasty plot first. Yep. Yeah, okay. So now my special attack goes up. That's nice. And then I should use Acid Spray, which I believe lowers their special defense. Yeah. Special defense harshly lowered, meaning 2 stages. So I boosted mine 1, it lowered theirs 2. So I should be able to hit it pretty darn hard with a fairy type now. Yeah, there it is. Very nice. Very nice. And this team of CPUs actually is doing really great. Like, that Sylveon was hitting hard, which is crazy because, you know, Sylveon seems to be like the outcast of the evolutions. But, like, honestly, with how awesome fairy types seem to be, it's kind of weird that it's the outcast. But that's just my 2 cents. Alright. We got plenty of time, and we're chipping damage real good. Okay, so that's stat changes nullified, not the greatest. So let's try this again. We've got plenty of time, which is good. Although that setup might be for naught if I end up dying. It didn't. We might be okay. The Moonblast is really doing good here. Come on now. Alright, fine. We will use the Terra. Terra Fairy, which I'm trying to remember if it's like a 1.5 boost. Not 100% sure. Holy. Whatever it is, it does a lot of damage. And it like fully healed me. Yeah. Yeah, this was my bulky Mew that I built specifically for hard raids. Like, watch this. Bang. If only I could build another one this strong. That would be... Maybe that's what I should do. You know, honestly, I am gonna catch this one. I will catch the Scizor, because I'm pretty sure raid Pokemon tend to have pretty darn good IVs. I might be mistaken, but I'm 70% sure on that one. And Scizor, I believe, is a decent competitive Pokemon. So, I mean, wouldn't hurt to just have. And we did get One piece of Herba Mystica. Okay, cool. One piece. Oh yeah. They don't make it easy. They do not make it easy. What else can my fairy type hit hard? Poison? No, that's backwards. It can hit dark. I'm fighting. Oh, no. Alright. So we can go to dark and fighting type raids too. And hopefully hit hard. So we got a fighting type raid just to the south. So let's do that. Ooh. For the longest time, I was playing this game with a split pad on my Switch. So, like the bigger Joy-Cons. And I completely forgot about the fact that, like, it vibrates every time you're flying. So, like, right now, my controller is just vibrating. I don't know if you can hear that. But I find it a little annoying. Because, like, it's vibrating. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm flying. But what can you do? Maybe you can disable it. It's entirely possible. Alright, we're looking for fighting. And we're looking for dark, right? Fighting. Dark. Okay. There's another fighting up here. You can look for that one. If we can get at least 2 of the herbs, then we can make another sandwich. The only problem is that each sandwich takes 2 and they last 15 minutes, I think is all. So, like, really, truly, it would be ideal to just have a bunch of these herbs. But I don't know of any better way to get them than raids. And I would love to know a better way, if there is one. But it would seem like... No, I should have... I'm not going to be able to grab that, am I? Oh, I did. I don't know what it was, but I grabbed it. There's so much items. Dawnstone. Holy... Why are there so many items? I feel like I'm being led somewhere. Firestone? Venoshock? Rare bones and energy roots? Rare bones are good money at the Pokemon Center, which is nice. Okay, get on up there. Revive. Alright. Fighting type raid. And another item. Another revive. 3 stars. Rats. Okay, looking up here, we got another dragon type. What are the odds that we have 2 5-star dragons? Alright. I forget about some of these areas. Like, there's a bunch of watchtowers here that I just forget exist. I feel like this map is big. Well, I guess big enough that you can forget. Ooh, this way. All right, there. What are you? Oh, interesting. Okay, 5 stars? 5 star. Wow. Okay. Okay. 2 in a row. I'll take it. Only thing I'm thinking is, in theory, my Mew is very psychic. Yeah. And Gardevoir should have psychic type moves. But oh, no, that helps me. Psychic is resistant to psychic. I forget. Which are the ones that are super effective against themselves? Dragons and ghosts. Yeah, dragons and ghosts. Okay. I should really just have this chart printed and like stuck on a poster. I feel like that's a. Well, I guess it's not full nerd because a full nerd probably would have just memorized it by now. But, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of combos. And I just genuinely don't have it memorized. All of them. Like, I know the general basics. And I'd probably have a reasonable guess. But, I mean, there's just so many to know that I don't know the interplay of all the different types. Oh. Gardevoir's got the same move as me. Interesting. Psychic, that shouldn't hit us very good. Yeah, there we go. This is ideal for us. Although my special defense fell. Not ideal. And their special defense rose. Shoot. Unfortunately, that probably means we're going to be back and forth on raise and lower special defense. So I drained it. My nasty plot raised my special attack. It lowered theirs 2 stages. They raised theirs 1. So it should be still a stage down. So I should still be hitting it pretty darn good. But yeah, we're still hitting it pretty darn good. Yeah, the draining kiss on their end is a little annoying. It's great when I have it, but when they have it, I will say, raid battles kind of feel like they take forever. Like, the pace on a raid is kind of slow. I mean, like, I still sitting here waiting. Oh, well, I'm still sitting here waiting. There we go. I feel like I am gonna have to Terra on this one. Yeah. Put up Psychic Terrain again. Battlefield got weird. Interesting. I wonder if that... I would guess that boosts the Psychic type moves, but I mean that would... Even if it doubles their effectiveness, it would still just net a standard effective against the Mew. So it's not uber concerning. Competitively, you'd probably want to find a way to remove that. Like, with... Gosh, there's a few different moves that can clear terrain. I don't remember what they are. I'm learning still. So... Oh, that's annoying, though. That's really annoying. Especially if it can keep hitting and recovering what damage I do. I need my teammates to pick up some slack here. Like, for real. Why isn't this Sylveon hitting with Moonblast like the other one? What the heck? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Now my only major damage move has been disabled. That is an oversight on my part. I tell you what. That is an oversight on my part. Because, yeah, disabled. There we go. Alright, perfect. Again, I think I might catch this one. A good IV Gardevoir is probably a solid option. If I were to ever put a team together and try and compete. I don't know that I will. I mean, it's on the back of my mind that maybe I will. But it doesn't hurt to have some caught preemptively to help. Okay, we got one. We got one. All right. Cool. So we got 2 herbs. That gets us 1 sandwich. And 15 minutes of boosted odds. All right. Now I want to see actually, like, do these have good IVs? And where did it end up? I think right here. Probably right here. Yes. Let's judge. Just great stats. Well, I mean, comparatively, great, okay, good, good, amazing stats. Oh, go figure. Okay, good, okay, okay, great. So I wonder what that means. Cause like, okay, good. What does that mean? Like, this one has amazing stats. That's cool. The question is, does it say perfect if it is perfect IVs? And what was the other one I just caught? What was the Pokemon I battled first? I don't remember anymore. No idea. Oh, the Scizor. Great stats. I don't know. It is amazing stats. Nice. I don't know. Cool. Amazing stats. Cool. No idea. But in theory, we have what we need to start shiny hunting. Really, what would be the most ideal world possible would be to have a mass outbreak and shiny hunt a mass outbreak. That is the easiest method. Now, okay, that... Because the idea here is we're looking for pink shinies. Pink shinies. So, if any of these mass outbreaks result in a pink shiny, like this bug dude might. Don't know for sure. I'm gonna look. Scatterbug shiny. No, he's just stark white. It's kind of a cool shiny, but not a pink shiny. Unfortunately. Let's look over here. Phanpy shiny. Not pink. Darn. Unfortunate. So this is where the method of adjusting your game clock could come in. So essentially what you do is you boost your encounter power for normal, and then you like adjust your game clock back a minute, and that in theory resets all of the raids and mass outbreaks. But I don't know. Seems a little cheap. But then again, you're also trying to beat some pretty tough odds. Especially right here. Because, like, you eat a sandwich to boost normal type encounters, and you get normal type, you get normal type, you get normal type. There's a lot of normal types around here, so it makes it a little tough. But you know what? I feel like there's hope. That maybe we can get one done. The other question is, Do you hunt the Eevee or do you hunt for the Vaporeon directly? The Vaporeon directly would more than likely be easier to spot, but I don't know where to find one other than like the Dragon Lake, which I mean we've had good success at the Dragon Lake, but it can be exceptionally laggy. Oh, there it was. Yeah, all around the Dragon Lake, and I guess the river all the way up there. But then you'd do a water type boost and you would still have all the water types. And then you don't have the easy reset of walking into the town. So let's go with there. So if we set up the picnic. And I pull up the sandwich recipes. Normal is tofu. Let's make ourselves a sandwich. We need a tomato, onion, green pepper, and a hamburger. The normal ingredients. 2 tofus. And then 2 of the herbs. All right. Next. Put 2 bitters on there, so it's going to be a bitter sandwich. I'm trying to think what's going to be the ideal solution here, and I think a base. Oh my gosh, I almost missed. Base layer of tofu. Nice. And then let's go tomatoes. And then green peppers. Oh, I hope that works. If not, we just wasted herbs. Oh dear. I mean, who doesn't like an open face sandwich? I mean, it looks promising. Did it do it? Yes. Yes, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. And now we just I too would be marginally concerned if in the sandwich shop somebody said, I hope that works. I would wager to put it on the top 10 things I don't want to hear in my sandwich shop. And I think that would be an interesting list to put together now that I've said it aloud. Top 10 things you don't want to hear at a sandwich shop. What would you put on that list? I hope that works. That's up there. And I guess it would be even more difficult to, because the list could just be like a bunch of gross things, but like that's anywhere. So like you got to make it like sandwich specific. I don't know. And I feel like although I've made this sandwich, I don't know that I'm just getting normal type spawns. And I'm hardly getting any EVs. I found one. Yeah, no, okay. That you are correct. That is something I would not want to hear specifically at the sandwich shop. Yeah. All right. That might be number one. That very well could be number one for me. Regular old Eevee. In theory, I should probably be taking out the EVs because I believe after. Oh, thank you. Okay, back. After you've taken out 60 EVs, you technically have an increased shiny chance. I think. Although I'm not 100% sure if that applies to non mass outbreaks. Not 100% sure. And I'm definitely not just encountering normal types. I thought the sandwich did that. But maybe not. Or maybe my breadless sandwich kind of messed with that. Because that's a lot of drift blooms. And those are a lot easier to get in this game. Remember, I think it was Diamond and Pearl that you had to like go to the specific windmill place and it had to be on a Friday or something like that. To my knowledge, there was a very specific day and place you had to be to find the drift blim, whatever this dude is. I'm gonna so that I can know which name it is. Drifloon, thank you. And they have some wild lore. I don't know if you all are aware of the lore of the Drifloon. But like much like Typhlosion, I don't think they're beating the allegations. Whether the allegations be true or not, I don't know, but to my knowledge, the drift balloon has floated away with children. Just off into the distance. And I mean, you could ask, like, oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say, look at that face. How could it do anything? And then one just came after me. So I guess there's your answer. And I tell you what, I am finding a disturbing lack of EVs in this place that is supposed to have EVs, let alone shiny EVs. But I guess all it takes is one. We did end up with a shiny Dratini last time. They said it could not be done, and then I proved them wrong, and I did it. We have a shiny Dratini. I actually have two in this save now, because in my original playthrough I found a shiny Dratini, and then made the mistake of evolving it all the way to a Dragonite, and then it's some zombie green instead of a pretty pink noodle. But I won't make that same mistake this time. What is that? What is that? What? Was that a floating shopping bag? Okay. Yeah. I am alive. I have been busy doing life stuff, but as of now, I have time in the middle of the day to play games, and I realized that I'm like, if I'm gonna be playing games in the middle of the day, I may as well just click go live. You know, may as well. Because I was shiny hunting all by myself, sitting on the couch. And I'm like, no reason I can't be live doing this, so here I am again. I know it's an inconvenient time for a lot of people because, you know, school and work and other things during the day, but with my schedule right now, the middle of the day is my open time. Because I coach in the morning. So I've been up since 4:30 and swam on lunch. Yep. 1:04. It's a good time for lunch. I always like taking lunch later when I worked like normal daytime hours. I liked lunch a little bit later just because it felt like the afternoon didn't drag on nearly as long. Like some people took lunch at like 11, and I'm like, holy crap, you're gonna have 6 hours until you're done, and it's like you're already eating lunch. You've only been at work for like 3. But right now I'm working morning coaching and then evening coaching, so I have a big old gap of time in the middle of the day. So I play Pokemon. And try and find Eevees. I don't know about y'all, but I have yet to see an Eevee. And what is that? What is that? What is going on? What is that? I don't like I want to catch a mysterious floating shopping bag. Heck, I'd be okay with catching a mysterious floating shopping bag and not a shiny Eevee. Because right now I'm seeing 0 Eevees. Like, do I not have... I have tidal power normal. I don't know what that does. I'm gonna be straight up. I do not know what tidal power does. I know what encounter power does. I know what sparkling power does. I don't know what tidal power does. Very truthfully. And I know that we kind of whiffed on building a good sandwich. Hey, oh, finally, one Eevee. And it's not a good... Okay. You know what? We're just going to do this. Yep. Yep. That's how it's going to be. So we got one Eevee. One of these times. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. Should have just auto-battled that. And this is why people normally shiny hunt in mass outbreaks, because speaking of, I don't know if they just reset. Oh, they did just reset. Oh. Weird that they reset at 108 in okay. Are there anything that we're looking for? I already have a shiny of you. Snover. Not looking good for the mass outbreaks. Shoot. The question is, do I attempt the time manipulation? Not yet. But I could. It's just, what are the odds of... You've got to be kidding me. Well, there we go, people. There's a shiny. Not the one we're looking for, but hey, a shiny's a shiny. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on now. I can't hit it with anything. My party is unbelievably over-leveled for this area. Okay, well, hey. One shiny in the bag. It's not the pink shiny we're looking for, but there is a shiny in the bag. Boom. Bang. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. That's even Ghost Flying. I don't even have the Sparkling Power set up for Ghost or Flying. It is for normal types. So that is not even sandwich boosted. That is just genuine shiny happening. So, I mean, there you go. That is another not shiny Eevee. But, I mean, okay, come back. Come back. There we go. There you go, people. I'm glad you could tune in and see one shiny caught at least. Not the one we're looking for, but hey, it is a shiny. So I do not lie. We were shiny hunting and we were successful at finding a shiny. That's how it happens, though. I find that that is how it happens. It's when you're not looking for it. When you are zoned off talking about something else, you find the thing you're not looking for. Hmm. Hmm. Well, how much sandwich power I got? I still got 15-ish minutes, 14 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think I was just saying about how I could, in theory, manipulate the Nintendo Switch system time. You can put it back a minute, and then it'll reset all of the um, like raids and all of the mass outbreaks. But I mean, that's rolling the dice again to get an EV outbreak. So in theory, you're gonna be RNGing the reset until you have an EV outbreak, and then RNGing the EV outbreak for a shiny. It's shiny hunting's a grind and a half. Tell you that. So once this sandwich power is out, I do have enough herbs to make one more sandwich. And I think just for my own sanity and sake, I might find a Vaporeon spot and try and get a Vaporeon directly instead of through an Eevee. And then sometime when I get lucky enough to have an outbreak of Eevees, then I can like try and catch multiple. Because what would be really cool is to have a full party of shiny evolutions. That would be cool. But I feel like that is just super grindy. And that's okay that I don't have that right now. Maybe one day. But for right now, we're gonna try and find one. Just one. The best part is how long it takes to load. Just takes forever to load the Pokemon here. And like I've heard Switch 2 runs this better, and I wonder if it would load the Pokemon faster. Because if it loaded like all of the encounters right then, I mean, it would take less time, obviously, because you wouldn't have to wait for each time to reload. It's like right now, no EVs. And it's still not looking good. Some Pawmies, some Murkrows. I know that Murkrows have a little bit of use in competitive play, which is weird. It's one of the few not fully evolved Pokemon that have some use or had some use in a specific rule set. Eevee, but not shiny. And I feel like that's just brutal overkill right there. Throwing out like a level, what is he? 94 Annihilate for a lowly little Eevee, but what can you do? Ah, Dunsparce. What a Pokemon. Is that an Eevee? It is. Regular Eevee. Why did you go for that one? Interesting. There's... Well, hey, at least we're getting more Eevees now. Unfortunately, I think, truthfully, to max out your odds with encounters is to... Again. What is that? Mysterious. Well, no, that's wild. Jigglypuff walking in town. Guess what? Can't even get to him because he's gonna disappear. Yeah, I have a little bit of time left. Eevee. Normal. Oh, boom. All right. I will say recently we've gotten more Eevees, which is good. But, not a shiny one yet. Could we be lucky enough to get 2 shinies in one stream? Who knows? I mean, you can do the math on it, I guess. But I think base odds are like 1 in 8,000 and 8,100 and something. And then I have the shiny charm, which I think cuts that in half. And then I have a sandwich boosting it, which I want to say the math ended up being somewhere in 1 in every 600 and change. But I might be wrong. So, I mean, 1 in 600 is far superior to the 1 in 8,000 of standard. But, I mean, it is still 1 in 600. And I want it to be clear that that doesn't mean that if you encounter 600 of them, you will get 1 shiny. That is just the odds per. So every time you encounter one, you have a 1 in 600 chance. So very truly, you could never see one. It's possible, which is wild that we found a random shiny Drifloon. But you know, just how I said, we're just starting to see Eevees and then they kind of disappear. Found one. And I think the shiny Eevee is just like a uber pale white Eevee, which is odd that that's the shiny one. That the pale desaturated one is shiny. But yeah, just when I say we're starting to see Eevees, they disappear once again. I will say, if there was a mass outbreak right here, it would be ideal for shiny hunting. Because to reset the spawns would be so easy. I mean, as you can see, all I have to do... Oh, a Ditto? Oh, was the Eevee a Ditto? Oh, that would be my luck, wouldn't it? We finally think we find a shiny Eevee, and then we go up and to encounter it, and it's a Ditto. That would be... that would be something. I wonder, can Ditto be shiny? I would guess. Oh yeah, Ditto, shiny Ditto's like a blue rather than the pink, I think. Not much time left with the sandwich. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. All it takes is none, like I said. And then the floating shopping bag. Floating shopping bag. I was gonna salute to it, but I forgot my buttons. Looks like any emotes. Do I have a salute? I don't. Just a wave. Nice. Eevee, there's one, not a shiny. Oh, okay. Thank you. Not what I wanted. All right. Oh, 30 seconds. Nothing, nothing. Reset. Nothing. Buzzer beater. Buzzer beater right here. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Any EVs? Any EVs? Nope. Nope. No EVs. Okay. Let's run around this way and look one last time before we go look for Vaporeons. Nope. Alright. To find a Vaporeon. So, to my recollection, Vaporeons were all up in through here and out this mouth of the river. So let's go looking for them there. Since the Dragon Lake that I think they can spawn at runs like doo-doo, we're going to try and avoid that if at all possible. So we're going to go straight north and up the river. Not that the mountain seems to be running much better. Interesting. No, wouldn't it be cool if there was a secret place behind this waterfall? Doesn't look like it. Shoot. Alright. Let's float down the river. See if we can't find any. I love that it just gives them a little thing, little floaty to stand on. Like, imagine trying to, like, mock punch somebody while standing on a little floaty. No Vaporeons just yet. I'm sure there's like an optimal spot for them that I just don't know. And who knows, maybe it's down here at the mouth of the river. Oh look, it's a Glaceon. That's close, but not quite. What color is shiny Glaceon? I think that's a good question to ask. Shiny Glaceon. Oh. Very nice. Shiny Glaceon is essentially the same. You tell me which one's the shiny one. Disappointing. Oh, hey, look. It's a random Vaporeon. We found him. But just one. I wonder if there's a pocket where they're going to be spawning more. You would think down here in the warmer section. Maybe. Who knows? And truthfully, it may just be the lake being the best place to find him. Is that a wheel of a cart? Wild. Huh, indeedy. Oh. Well, it's not looking good for Vaporeons around here. We found one, but I would like to see a little bit more than just one. If I'm gonna pop a sandwich and hunt. Like, in theory, it should boost the water types, but, like, there's already water types that I'm finding, like, there. So, like, I feel like we'd find a shiny Golduck first before found a shiny Vaporeon, just because I haven't even found a Vaporeon yet. Let's take a look. Where does it say the best place to find a Vaporeon is? All right. Oh, we got a picture. Oh, it's a little lake by Fury Falls. Okay. Let's try that. Which should be here, and then it's this lake right there. Let's see. The internet has spoken, and sometimes it's right. So I need to go southwest. Right there. And up we go. Oh, wow. Dratini and Golduck. Well, gosh darn it. We could have just... We could have hunted for a shiny Dratini here. And shockingly, no Vaporeons. The internet. Huh. Okay. So it says that. Well, oh wait, look at that right there. If you zoom it in, it would look like a Vaporeon underneath that. So their suggestion was a sandwich to boost encounters and it being raining. And well, I can do one of those things. I can't really make it rain, I don't think. I actually, you know what? I might be able to get it to rain. I might be able to get it to rain. We're going to try it a couple times, but we're not going to waste too much time trying to get to rain. I remember because I needed my Goodra to evolve in the rain, and I had to travel back and forth across the map for it to trigger rain. Because when you fly, it calculates the distance that you flew and uses that in changing the weather. And I think you just have to fly far enough that it recognizes you've been traveled a distance so that it starts raining. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm trying to remember if it's specific to the location that you're in or not. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to change location. So we just need to fly back and forth a couple times. Hopefully get rain, because the rain will boost water encounters. Then eat the shiny water sandwich. And then hopefully, especially since that pond is so small, I feel like that's going to help us. Oh, love that. I love how every now and again I just completely forget which buttons I'm pressing. And then I try and look at it, and the buttons are not switch buttons, which does not help. Oh great, I've arrived at my destination. Cool. Yeah, like, can somebody tell me why it is they decided that, like, one controller system has, like, A, B, and then X up top and Y, and then the other one has literally the opposite. A and B are switched, and X and Y are also switched. Like, who thought that was a good idea? I don't think it's looking very good on the rain. I'm going to try it once more, but if we don't get it, we don't get it. All right. Last time. Fingers crossed. Rain. That looks pretty bright and sunny to me. Unfortunate. Seems windy though. Don't know if that'll help. Count. And we're back here. My hope is that I'm able to set up a picnic from up top here, because I feel like that's going to help us, especially with resetting the spawns. That's not ideal, because I don't think I can set up a picnic in the water either. Oof. That's not good. That's gonna be tough. And pose an interesting dilemma for shiny hunting here. Because where would be the next best place to set up a picnic that doesn't involve having to climb back up every time? And the answer is I don't know that there is. Oh, maybe right here. Of course. I mean, I'm going to disagree on principle because I think this would be a super cool spot to picnic. Oh, okay, so I can picnic here. I was going to make it tough. But I guess we can try. So my water type sandwich is with cucumbers. Okay, let's give it a shot. So we need a tomato, we need onion, we need green pepper. Ooh, I'm out of onion, tomatoes, and green pepper. Okay, so I need to buy more eventually. I need cucumbers. Cucumbers. 2 cucumbers. Right? Yes, 2 cucumbers. And then I can go 1 and 1. I can go next with the silver pick. Alright, how do I want to lay this guy out? Probably tomatoes first. Yeah, let's put the cucumbers on next. There's a lot of them. Onion. Beautiful. I feel like this is a more manageable sandwich. Just as a whole. Well, there we go. We successfully made a sandwich this time. We didn't have to make it an avant-garde open face tofu something. Now hopefully water and encounter power this time. Not item power. That's big. Okay. Now we just gotta run back and forth from here. Hey, Vaporeon. That's good news. I mean, there's a very real chance we find a shiny Golduck, too. I don't know what color shiny Golduck is. I really don't. So I don't know what to be looking for. But, you know, you'd hope it's substantial of enough shiny, but as we have learned, some shinies are hardly shiny. That sandwich spot's not the worst. It would be better if I could do it here. But it's not the worst. While we wait for all those to spawn. God, we have a really good chance of finding a shiny Golduck. Shiny Golduck. Well, I stand corrected. It is... It's a little different. So we might see it. It's not much different, unfortunately. And it looks like we've got entirely Golducks. Very nice. Now we RNG until we're out of sandwich power, I guess. Although I don't love that we got no Vaporeons. I don't love that. We got one Vaporeon. Two Vaporeon. One Vaporeon, one Vaporeon. Yike. And like, just to verify, I guess. I'm just not much space. I disagree on principle that there's not enough space. If it would say you can't set up picnic and water, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, fair. But not enough space. Like, there's arguably less space than right here. Arguably. And yet right here seems to be fine. There are so many Golducks. Holy cow. And like next to no Vaporeons. See, there's not much space. I don't know about that. I think there's plenty of space. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's something about how it determines a picnic, and I don't understand it. Ooh, we got 2 Vaporeons that time. Nothing shiny, though. We're gonna get no Vaporeons this time. Oh, we got 1. We gotta be on the lookout for a slightly different colored Golduck, too. What do you mean? This is the same place I've set up a picnic before. That's what I'm talking about. I don't understand how it determines. No Vaporeons? None? Goodness gracious. You know, you gotta wonder. Is this indeed the best place? 1 Vaporeon. And boy, is it running like garb. Game of inches here. Almost landed on that Vaporeon. There's 2. Better than before. You know, in theory, I could really boost my Golduck odds. Just defeat all of them and have them respawn. But wrong button. Come on. It only takes one. The nice part about a Vaporeon shiny is that we'll know it's shiny. Unlike the Golducks, where it's just a slightly different blue. You know, you can hardly tell. Holy cow. That is just... holy moly. I don't know if this will help at all with the Vaporeon spawns. No idea. But I mean, there is like mass outbreak level Golducks here. I love that it's like ankle deep water and we still gotta give him a floaty. Are you... what is happening? Really? Really? Oh my gosh. This is kind of an annoying place to be trying to hunt for this Vaporeon. Unfortunately, I don't know of a better spot. Like maybe the lake. Like it's possible that the Dragon Lake would be a better spot. Just because you'd be able to hit Picnic easier, possibly. How much time do I have? I got 17 minutes. Honestly, it might be worth it to look. So we can always come back. But right there, the unfortunate part lies in, goodness gracious, the inability to set up a picnic right there. So we still get Golducks here and Slowpokes. Do we get Vaporeons? Looking like no. Because out in the water does not help us. Holy buckets. It is looking like a big old no. Not ideal. Yep. I think we might have to just go back to the lake. I think that is our best bet. We'll check on the island over here yet. Oh my goodness. Golduck. Slowpoke. Gyarados on land. Shiny Hunt a Gyarados. Not a Vaporeon though. Although it literally shows it as a spawn. Huh. It shows it as a spawn, but does not appear to be one. Not looking good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Back to the lake. All right. It only takes one. One very lucky chance. Game of inches, too. That does not help. Which makes me wonder, does it matter space in front and behind you? There's not much space. Well, there's actually plenty of space. I just don't think you can do it in the water. Which would argue, then can you do it here? No. And if I wet up, I'm gonna just get absolutely destroyed. Yep. All it takes is one. And again, like I say, there is a very real possibility of a shiny Golduck. I mean, just purely by spawn rate alone, I feel like it's likely. The only unfortunate thing is shiny Golduck is like the same color as regular Golduck. Yeah. So like you'll have to put your glasses on and squint to see if that's actually a different color or not. Now I wonder, do I even have to set up a picnic? Or is that enough to despawn? That might be enough. If I don't have to set up a picnic, that would be ideal. Although still no Vaporeons. If I can just run over here and be far enough away. So like that's Houndoom, Houndour, and some B-sharps. So if I come back this way, see they're all gone. But I wonder if they just aren't rent. No, there's a Vaporeon. It's definitely resetting. Okay. Very nice. So that, I guess, removes a time-consuming step of the process. We can just run out. Yep, no, it's resetting the spawns. So if we just run back and forth, that'll reset it. That indeed takes out time and effort, which is good. Especially with how little Vaporeon actually spawns in here. Oh. I feel like it's a fun thing to see what spawns over there, too. One Vaporeon. Okay. We're just going to slide down the mountain. We get one Vaporeon. It's going to make it rather difficult when you only get a singular Vaporeon every other reset. It makes the encounters tough. Come on now. That one Vaporeon. Blue, though. Did it just disappear? Oh, no, there it is. I wonder how far you actually have to get for it to reset. That far enough? Maybe? think... Well, that's far enough. I'm going farther than I need to. Need to make sure to keep my eye out for slightly different colored Golduck too. I'm really looking for Vaporeons, but I'm not going to exclude other shinies. I mean, we've already found one today. We found a shiny Drifloon. Just, we were looking for an Eevee, found a Drifloon. Hmm. Every now and again you get hints of this game being pretty. Like, look at that. Look at that shadow. It's so extra. It's so extra. You know, like, I feel like the game could have been the same without it, and maybe even better if it just ran better without having to have a shadow cast like that. But what do I know? And I guess, yeah, the modern meta for games is it better have pretty graphics. Gameplay, never heard of her. But gosh darn it, I need every single hair rendered on their head. That's what's necessary. And we are, like, hard striking out on Vaporeons. Almost kind of feeling like we're not actually resetting. So maybe I need to go a little bit farther. At least to render those guys and then come back. Oh gosh, and I'm almost out of shiny power. Not good. Not good. Lots of Golducks. Not very many Vaporeons. Not ideal. Although I feel like this would be an ideal shiny Dratini hunting spot, which is ironic because we already found the shiny Dratini last time. And we did it at the lake. Of all places. And we got exceptionally lucky. We haven't found a single Vaporeon since it turned night. I wonder, is there some nerf you can't actually find a Vaporeon at night that I don't know about? It's possible. So we have not found a Vaporeon in a minute. How much time do I got? I don't. Okay. I'm out of shiny power. And I'm also out of my herbs. Yep. Now we got Dratini's back. Yep. No Hand of Vaporeon now. Nice. Alright. Well, we tried. We tried. So that's an a 0, big old 0 on finding another Pinkmon. But we did find this guy. So, shiny hunting, success. Pink shiny hunting, less successful. What can you do? But, well, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back again next week, possibly earlier. Check in. I will update the schedule on this channel when I am going to stream. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you next time.